Welcome back to another video, guys. This is the Fluffy Fish here, back with another one of our simming videos. So Shedeur Sanders has been a big headline all season long, when he wasn't starting, when he is starting. Just came off a rough 3 interception game this past weekend. What we're going to do is we're going to see what if Shedeur Sanders hasn't been starting all year, and we're going to sim all the way through his career. From beginning to end, see if he was given a chance to start for 4 or 5 years. Does he develop into a guy? All right, so we're going to make sure he's the one starting, he's the one on the team playing, and go from there. All right, I'm going to sim to the end of the season, see if he wins Rookie of the Year, etc., and I will meet you guys there. So it looks like Shedeur Sanders did not win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Marvin Hampton did. So that is that. Kevin Stefanski forgot to turn off coach firing, got fired. Interested to see if that happens in real life. But oopsies on my part, because it makes this a little bit harder to check stats, etc., and make sure that Shedeur is playing. But this was a rough rookie season for Shedeur Sanders. Under 3,000 yards starting every single game, 9 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, 55% completion percentage. Just really bad, really bad. And he didn't have a ton rushing, but he did have a couple more touchdowns there. No fumbles. Just rough all around for his starting. His offensive line didn't help him a ton. Left tackle gave up a metric fuck ton of sacks, but that's a rough first season for Shedeur, but we're going to advance another season. I'll meet you at the end of it and see if he can improve. Alrighty, so we're at the end of the 2026 season for Shedeur Sanders, and was not good again. Did not win Offensive Player of the Year or MVP, was not in top 10 for Offensive Player of the Year on the AFC side, MVP, or top 10 for quarterback on the AFC side. So let's hop into the stats and see kind of more into the story here. As you see, 30th in the NFL on a lot of these stats. So 2,600 yards, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Just not good. Better touchdown to interception ratio this year, but yards aren't there, production's not there, same completion percentage. Rushing, same story. Got a couple more touchdowns this time around, didn't fumble, but just not doing good enough. The team is struggling as well. 32nd in offensive yards, and your record is going to kind of reflect that, right? If you go down to where the Browns are, they are better than the Bengals. They are 19th in the rankings, right? They finished 8 and 9, which is just not going to do it. So I'm going to, again, sim another year. We're going to have at least 4 or 5 years of this, see if Shedeur can earn himself another contract, and go from there. All right, another year sim, 2027 season done. No awards again for Shedeur. Let's take a deeper dive into his season. His 3rd season in the NFL. Could just be the Browns playbook making him struggle, right? But nonetheless, he is getting better every year, right? Same amount of interceptions as last year, but 7 more touchdowns. Better completion percentage, more yards. He is improving as he gets a chance. Obviously, most quarterbacks don't just come out and do good right away. Solid rushing as well. Not going to surprise anyone too much there, but the offense is getting better, okay, with Shedeur at the helm. They did finish at 6 and 11. So worse than last year, but I'd say Shedeur did better, which is progress. So I'm going to sim to the end of next season, catch you guys there. It's going to be his 4th season. That's a contract year. See if he earns it. And if we don't think he does, we'll explore different situations from there. All right, so we are at the end of the 2028 season. Here's a recap. Shedeur did not win anything. Wasn't even in the voting for anything. Another bad season. Browns go 7-10 and struggle. Not last in the division, but not good. End of the 4th season with Shedeur. If we go over to the NFL rosters here, go over to Shedeur. Judkins is the offense. Was in the running for Offensive Player of the Year, 99 overall. He's an absolute stud, but he's been needing to carry the offense since Shedeur is only a 76 overall. 4 years, and he is 75, 76 overall. He might have had an injury this. It looks like Shedeur is going to end up being the next quarterback for the Raiders. Let's see if new scenery will help him become the quarterback that he is able to become. I'll sim to the end of the season. We'll check it out, and not sure how much longer we'll follow his career if it keeps being pretty flat, but we'll see what he can do with a new change of scenery. Alrighty, can't say it was a storybook ending of the first season on the Raiders for Shedeur, but he did finish 7th in the MVP voting, which is a huge up from where he was before. Not even in Offensive Player of the Year voting, but MVP he was there. Best quarterback, Shedeur at 8, but 7th for MVP. I don't know how that works, right? But he was up there for MVP, right? They missed the playoffs, last team in a tough division, but yeah, 8-9. Chargers went 16-1. Right, so kind of crazy, but we are going to take a look at his stats, and I think what we're going to end up doing here is we're going to sim about 5 years out, check back in, see if he's still a starting quarterback in the league, and kind of end it off there with Shedeur. So really good season here, best season yet. Things are looking up. Let's see if he can parlay it into the next few seasons. All right, guys, so I just simmed all the way to the 2031 season, fully expecting Shedeur Sanders to no longer be a starting quarterback in the NFL, and I was surprised to see this. Not only did Shedeur Sanders on that top right of your screen there win MVP in the 2031 season for the Raiders, but also in the 2030 season. Right? Did not take him to the Super Bowl, but back-to-back years, Shedeur Sanders has won MVP. He is now a superstar X Factor, 78 overall quarterback. Insane. We go ahead and find Shedeur here under Legacy for quarterback. We should be able to find him. Yeah, so he's 14th in Legacy because of his yearly awards. If you pull up his stats, as you can see, 2030 he had 41 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. He had a whopping 48 touchdowns last season. And it looks like he potentially now has the all-time NFL record for a single season he does in passing yards for his 2030 season. So Shedeur Sanders, it took an extra year, but he now on the Raiders has kind of became what everyone thought he could be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sim ahead. You know, he's 30 years old now. I'm not sure how much longer he'll play, but I'm going to sim ahead 5 years, pretty much until he retires, and then we're going to look back on his career and see, okay, is this one of the greatest 5th round quarterbacks 'quarterbacks 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 Should he have been a first? We'll look on it and we'll decide then. Alrighty, it is 2036 in the world that we are in right now, and Shedeur Sanders has retired. He had a Hall of Fame career. As you can see there, he is in the Football Hall of Fame. Shedeur played, I think, 11 or 12 seasons, ended up winning a Super Bowl as well. Let's dive into it. So if we go into the league history, I'll jump back to 2029. He didn't know if he was going to still be a quarterback in the NFL, a starting quarterback anymore. Fast forward, we already saw this, but 2030, 2031, back-to-back MVPs. 2032, another MVP. His good friend Cam Ward wins a Super Bowl. We have a few years where he's not winning the MVPs, not there. Thinks, okay, it's probably about time I retire, go one last go about it, and he beats the Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Shedeur Sanders wins Super Bowl MVP. What a career for Shedeur Sanders, and what a way to go out. Bring back Super Bowl to the Raiders, now in Las Vegas. And I'd say that, was he worth a 5th overall pick? Sure. Did it work out for him on the Browns? No, but has it worked out for any quarterback on the Browns? I'd say probably not. Right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of simming just simming different players' careers, right? It's not the first one we've done. We have a few more. I'll add this to the same playlist. You can check those videos out. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Comment for who I should do next for this type of video. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.